key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Usa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brook and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get rich with one piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Usa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brook and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get rich with one piece.
The piece of the cause, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Usa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brook and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king.
Get rich with one piece. Yeah, see that. So I don't know. Something was going wrong. It's probably because I haven't streamed in a couple days, man. I look like a freaking homeless person, dude. I really do. But no, sorry, no, not 25 more. I probably won't be getting any until May, I would assume. I don't know. Hopefully sooner than that, but I would assume May. Anywho, I was trying to set up the reason it says that is because I was trying to get everything set up beforehand, and it just kept giving me errors when I was trying to update the settings, because it like updates the settings and then it starts the stream once I hit this go live button. And it was going live, I thought, and it gave me an error. And then apparently when I tried to start it up the second time, I didn't even check the settings, the stream settings, because I just assumed that it would stay the same, but they didn't stay the same. They reverted. So back to what I had it before. So nope, I do not have 25 more slabs. This is just a regular stream. We have the rest of my OP-15 blister packs. I've been kind of opening some here and there over the past couple of days because I haven't streamed, obviously, but I haven't hit anything, so I guess that's good. All right, we're getting through the crap. I need to update my Discord. I need to be in there a bit more. That would be nice. Didn't go to a tournament yesterday. I just really didn't want to. I kind of wanted to, but I had other things that were more important. Just kind of running some errands and other stuff. But yeah, nothing too crazy went on today. Just a lot of work, like that be. And you know, how was your guys' day? Did you guys have awesome days? I hope you did. All right, let me set up my camera. Oops, I allowed this. I didn't want to allow that. Yeah, I got a ton of the cards sorted. I got a ton of the cards sorted that have been kind of just sitting here menacingly looking at me. So I did a ton of that. And it's actually crazy because typically what I do is, like, my main goal is to just get rid of the bulk, right? I just want to get rid of the shit and you know, send the orders out so the cards are gone. And you know, I make a little bit of money selling it. You know, you have to sell a shit ton of stuff, but still, like, some of the money comes back and you know, kind of cuts into the cost of buying the cards and stuff like that. And so, you know, it's just kind of like this nice little cycle. And yesterday I was finishing up putting in everything, and I had clicked on one of the cards because they have a really decent setup where, you know, they'll tell you what the lowest price of a card is, like when you're entering the card in your inventory, it'll tell you what the lowest price of the card is on their site, what the market price is, and then you get to put what your price is. I think they have last sold on there too or something like that. That shit really doesn't matter. But typically what I do is, especially for like the common cards and most of the uncommon cards, I'll put them as, like, I was putting them as a penny for a very, very long time. And like maybe a month ago or so, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put things at 2 pennies because people still buy them at 2 pennies. It doubles the money that I make from these lower cards. And so the market price does a really good job on that list that I was just telling you about on the inventory. It tells you what the market price is. So if the market price is like 25 cents, because some common cards are more are better. They have the prices for all the cards, so it gives me an idea on what I want the card to be. But there's also a link that takes you to the card, so you can actually see the live listings for that particular card. And again, I was doing 1 cent because I'm trying to get rid of the cards. Then I was doing 2 cents because I'm like, okay, I can make double the money, and they still will sell. And so I was looking when I did it yesterday. I got about halfway through, and I can't remember why I clicked on a particular card. And I think the market price was, or the lowest price was maybe like 1 or 2 cents or whatever. It was low, and I was gonna make the like 2 cents or whatever. And then I click on the card and I look, and there's like one person that's selling the card for like 1 cent or 2 cents or something like that. And then it jumps up to like 8 cents and then 10 cents, like immediately. Like there's nothing in between. And I'm just sitting here like, why the hell is that the case? It was like a common card or something like that. And I was like, okay, this has got to be like a one-off or something like that. Maybe this card is just a better card for the out of the commons. And so I started to like look through a few more of them, and like they're all the same way. They're all the same way. Even the lowest cost for the most part, it was like the same person who was putting them for like 1 penny or 2 pennies. But they only had like 1 or 2 copies of the cards, and then like next it jumped up to like 8, 9, 10 cents. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, I'll just put them at 5 cents. I'll be the lowest, because typically cards sell like 50 to depending on the cards, because it gives you like an idea on what the there's like a graph that shows you how many of this particular card sold over the past, you can do a year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. And when you break it down by 1 month, it'll break down each day over the past 1 month. And so obviously this set just came out, very recently, but it was less than a month, but they have all the days. And you can see, they're selling 50, 100, 200 cards. Again, it depends on the card itself and the day, really. And they actually were selling like, quite a bit. So I'm like, okay. Bless me, sorry. So that's typically how I like judge where I want my range. And I haven't really ever done this for like the lower price cards. It's typically like the more expensive cards that I'll kind of like, okay, this card, they sell 20 of this card per day. So if I'm in, the top 20, again, this is kind of extrapolating information to make a prediction in the future, right? They sold 20 today. Let's say they sell another 20 tomorrow. Are we trying to notice these trends? So I want to be in the top 20. So I don't want to make my price the lowest, but I don't want to make it, where I'm price number 50 or 60 or something like that, right? It'd be nice to be right there in that 20, because there's a high likelihood that it's going to sell, even if, again, you're not the lowest price. You want to be somewhere like in the middle, right? So, yeah, those are the more expensive cards is what I typically do that on. And so I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, I can make all the common cards 5 cents, and I would still be the lowest. So it's more than double what I was making on the 2 cent cards. And I put them in yesterday, and I've gotten 30 orders since I've did that order yesterday. And actually, I think it's 31 orders since I did it yesterday, since I finalized it. So it's been it's been less than 24 hours, because I was up to like 11:30 putting them in or somewhere along those lines. So we have about 30 orders in less than 24 hours, about 22 hours, and it just kind of like keeps going. And I'm like, and typically my orders will be like 4 cents or 8 cents, 10 cents, you know what I'm saying? Because they just buy a couple of cards or whatever. But I've seen sometimes, people will buy just a shit ton of cards, or they'll buy a few more expensive cards, and, the orders will be like $5, things like that. Because I have it set up in my shop where if you buy $5 worth of stuff, you get free shipping. And so I'm seeing, again, orders that are a lot more than what I'm used to seeing. And I say a lot more, again, everything's relative here. When I'm used to seeing orders that are, 10 cents for an entire order, right? And now they're 80 cents, a dollar, $5 on orders that if I would have done it, you know, the previous way, then the order would have been $2 or something like that. So it's very interesting actually. And you know, this might be just me trying to like rationalize my greed, but I don't look at it that way, right? I'm still selling cheaper than everybody else is for my cards, and I'm making the cards available, right? I could make it 2 cents, but if I can make it 2 cents or 5 cents, you know, I can make it 5 cents because people are gonna buy the cards. That's my rationale behind it, to make me feel better for being a D-bag probably, but whatever. But yeah, it's crazy there, and I have so many of the cards, and it's nice that I'm selling a lot of them because there's just so many. And what's really funny is that, you know, at times I do get overwhelmed with how many cards there are, and then I list them, because that's my biggest problem. It's like I'll let the cards kind of stack up, and then it just feels very overwhelming. And then like I have to put them, like I put 600 or 700 cards added to the collection of bulk all at once, and then I do that twice. You know, one day I'll do 600, and then I'll do, you know, 600 the next day, or whatever, however it works out. But and it just feels like this massive amount of cards, and in a week I'll barely have anything probably, right? I'll just be like, I'll have scraps, is typically the way it works. And so with OP-15, what I've started to do with some of the newer sets, because I just want to like get everything in the inventory, I don't want to try and decide what the prices, and all the prices are typically higher when the sets first come out. I just make it market price, and the market price is typically like way expensive. Like everything is like 15 cents and above, right? When typically cards are like usually like 2 to 5 cents. Cards are like 15 cents, 20 cents. You know, everything is way more expensive when the cards first come out. And so typically what I've been doing is like when the first inventory that I'm able to do, I'll just make everything market price. And so it doesn't sell very well because, you know, people are putting it where it should be. There's a lot of people that will put the cards where it should be. Again, in that, you know, 5 cent range, 5 cents and less range. And I don't make any changes. I'm not in there every day, like looking at the market and making adjustments. So like a lot of my cards have just been sitting there from OP-15. I've barely been selling any OP-15 cards. Again, because they're just way more expensive than they really should have been. And I didn't want to make any changes because I had another whole stack that I needed to inventory, and I was like, okay, when I inventory these, I'll just readjust the prices, which is what I did yesterday. And so I readjusted everything, and now it's just selling like absolute wildfire. It's crazy, but it's nice. Yo, Tsugi, Nightmare Luffy's, I sold those too. Like some of the like obviously popular cards, like I had the Tony Choppers. Those got sold. Like those are rare cards. Like the Tony Choppers are rare, and that sold for like $1.10. Typically rares sell for like 10 cents. You know what I'm saying? But the Tony, everything is way more expensive this set for whatever reason. But the Tony Choppers, they all those sold. The Nightmare Luffy's, I posted those for $3 a piece. I sold all those already. Yeah, people are buying these things up. Chomada. Yo, Tsugi. Brooke is my leader, man. Brooke is my leader. It's the leader that I'm running this set. And I don't typically like fan out over the like alt arts and stuff like that. I know like every time I go to a tournament, people are, you know, they're buying cards from other people, or they're trading or doing whatever so they can alt out whatever deck they're running right now. And I'm just like, no. I say this all the time, and if you're around long enough, well, you've been around long enough because you got to hear me bitch about it, but I just don't have the urge to play a card that is worth $500 when I can play the you know, a card that does the exact same thing, the original artwork for a card, for 20 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. If a card's like $400, it's probably like $1 or something like that. But anyways, you get my meaning. I'm not going to play a card because I remember people playing the Gum Gum Giant, the alt art for the Gum Gum Giant, which is right here. Right here. That card right there is the Gum Gum Giant. Yeah, the one that's I'm touching right now. That's my Gum Gum Giant. It's only a 9. It's a PSA 9, which sucks, but, you know, PSA 9 would probably go for like, probably close to 700 right now, I think was what that card. It typically goes for like whatever the market value for the card is, and I think it's like 690 or something like that for Gum Gum Giant alt art. But I've seen people play that card like in their decks, and I'm just like, and I'm not, it's like a lot of cards. And people play like the SPs. Like I went on to a tournament on last Thursday, and the first dude that I played, he was playing, who was he playing with? Nami? Yeah, he played with Blue Yellow Nami, and he's playing with like the SP Anels in his deck. And I'm like, those cards are like $200, dude. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not spending people money. I'm not in their pockets. So maybe they got it like that. I don't want to. I love collecting cards. Obviously, I like the alt arts and I like all that stuff too. That shit looks amazing. You know what I'm saying? But like, I like it as from the collector side, right? And I know there are people out there that like to do the playing, and those are the people that, you know, they want the alt cards. They want to, you know, deck out their deck and have all art, blah blah blah, all art, alt arts, all alt arts. That's so funny because like all and art, like alt is like right in between those. That's actually crazy. But anyways, yeah, like there are people who play the game and they want to, you know, deck out their decks or whatever. And there are people who just collect, and I feel like I'm like right in the middle, right? I like to do both. I love to play the game and I love collecting the cards, but I'm going to keep them separate. Like, don't get me wrong, like I will play so what got me down this rabbit hole is that you got the Brook leader. I'll play the leader. Like, I will play an alt leader because like they just sit there. Every time they're there, you're not shuffling it in your deck. It's just right there. You know what I'm saying? So the alt leader is the only thing that I will like have an alt of in a deck, just because I'm here to play the game. I'm not here to win like a beauty contest or anything like that with who has the most fancy cards in their deck. So yeah. Yeah, I think you told me that, Chomutta. I think you told me that a while ago that PSA was coming to Australia. So is it still up in the air, potentially? I see what you're saying. Yotsugi, you're saying that it's just demand. Demand is high for the cards because people aren't opening them. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have a couple of boxes sitting here. I only have 3 boxes sitting here that haven't been opened, but I plan on opening them. Just haven't been streaming and haven't had a chance to open them. But those will get open, except for one. I need one for my collection. Oh yeah, you can see them right there. My three boxes there. I'll pick one of them. Hopefully, it's the one that doesn't have shit in it, and the other 2 have SPs in it. That's the goal. Yotsugi on a 5. Okay, so this is the first time that I've ever seen that, and so everybody else must not be on the streaks. So this must be the first time. So even my wife, I've never seen that. Even my mod, I've never seen that. So I gotta reevaluate some things. Yotsugi is the first one to ever get this watch streak reached. Man, just when you think you know some people, they They surprise you. No, but that's really cool. This watch streak received little deal is cool. On a completely unrelated note, oh, very nice. Doo-doo. 10 days instance. Yeah, I think so. I think no, you're absolutely right. Like I was saying, it is much more like everything is more expensive right now and things are going to continue to go down. But you know, with that being said, if people are going to buy the cards right now for 5 cents, if the next lowest card, I'll put my card on there for 5 cents. If the next lowest card is like 8 cents, right, a lot of them were like 8 cents was that next. I'm like, I'm still selling it for cheaper than anybody else is selling the cards for right now. So oh well, he's the only one to make an announcement about it. Okay, hey, yank that. I'm not sure how that thing works, right? So this is the first time I saw it. I don't know. Maybe I thought it just came up automatically, right? Whenever somebody hits five streaks or a 5 stream watch streak. Here we go. Oh, that's funny. You've spoken into existence, Yotsugi. Man, I'm 30 minutes in and we haven't even done anything. Oh, okay. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me, gank that. My bad. My bad. I didn't mean to. I must have rubbed you the wrong way or something. Sheesh. Golly. He's got okay. He's like, okay, 5. He's like, who's the real, you know, day one. 5 months. Subscribe for 5 months. That was actually hilarious. That was actually funny. I wonder, was that like was it just, did it just so happen to be like the day when you resubbed or whatever, or was that done, you know, purposefully, right? Oh my god, that is so funny. Thank you, but you know I'm grateful for you, gank that. Thank you for 5 months, man. Sheesh, that is crazy, man. I've been streaming for 5 months. That's nuts. That is nuts. I've been streaming for longer than 5 months. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. I'm playing. Guess we'll never know. All right, let's open some packs, man. So these are my last these are the last blisters that I have, which isn't bad. Like, they've lasted me a while. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a very decent yeah, it's been a decent run for these things. Was able to, and I've been opening them, you know, seldomly, not like 10 at a time or anything like that. Not even, you know, 5 at a time. Probably like each day I'll open like 2, maybe 3 of them. Just especially on the days that I don't stream. But again, like I said, I haven't hit anything at all. So hopefully I got all the duds out of the way. These are going to be all hits right here. But I did open, and this wasn't from one of my blisters though. I had a couple of packs left from in a box that I had been opening on for a little while, and I actually hit one of the EBO4 Zoro. So the red Zoro that on play gives your leader plus 2k, and then it has character rush 7/9 Zoro. So yeah, I did pull that. That was a few days ago, probably 4 or 5 days ago, maybe. I think that's like the biggest thing that I've pulled off stream, which is nice because I like to open the cool shit on stream with you guys. All right, what do we got here? And let's see, Emoji, Heavenly Warriors. Blackbeard to KO engine. I uh I really like Blackbeard, and I want to get back into it because I have it built because that's the first deck that I started playing with when I was playing the game. When I started playing the game, but it was like Blackbeard is a very hard deck to pilot, and I didn't know how to even play the game when I was playing Blackbeard. So I was just kind of like really going through like motions and stuff like that, and things that I think I was supposed to do, and I would just have like and I'm still really bad at this, but like I just have like a game plan. Like this is what I'm gonna do every single turn, right? I'm gonna play, a Burgess on 4. I'm gonna try and play a what is it called? What the hell is that dude's called? A Kuzan, either the 5 cost or the 6 cost Kuzan on turn 3, then turn 4. We'll see. So there was a lot of just kind of, there wasn't any like thinking outside of the box and like being situational, which I'm still very bad at that. But I would like to get back into Blackbeard and kind of make a few little updates to him now that I understand the game a bit more. More seasoned. Ganfall. First pack is going to be a hit. Ooh, Alt Sanji. What did I say? First pack is going to be a hit. And I don't have this one yet, so I'm very nice. I don't have the Sanji. Nope. I'm fairly certain I don't have this Sanji at least. So yeah, this is the 3 cost 4K 1K counter blocker with on play up to one of your character's gains unblockable during this turn. So there do we go. Yes. First pack, we got a hit. I told you. I opened all the non-hits already. Take a little Sanji. Sanji. Imagine worrying about on plays. Hey, that is a lot of the meta right now. Like, but one of the tough things about Blackbeard is you can get starved pretty easily, if they're not swinging into you. But they do have a lot of ways, with a lot of the on KOs. You're able to draw a card and stuff like that. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait for OP-16 and the black-yellow Blackbeard. Cause now I'm just kind of like thinking of things. Cause there's a ton of on KOs, and Blackbeard's effect, if anyone isn't familiar, this new Blackbeard is you can, on your opponent's attack, you can, once per turn, you can trash a card from your hand with the trigger, I believe. I think it has to have a trigger. And then you get to redirect an attack of your opponent's to, I'm assuming it's anywhere, either one of your other characters or your own life. So it is a exact copy of the purple Don Quixote do Flamingo that came out in OP-14. So it's an exact replica, except that the Don Flamingo is a Don -1, and this is a trash a card with a trigger. So and there are just so many cards that have there's not a ton of effects. There will be some more Blackbeard Pirates cards that are coming out in the future that have better on KO effects, so you can obviously move one of your opponent's attacks into one of the on KO characters. But same for a lot of the older ones, because they will have the on KO draw card. Like, let's say you're done with your Doc Q or something like that, like an old Doc Q, bam, that's essentially turning the Doc Q into a blocker, and you're trashing a card from your hand. You're building up your Burgess, which is going to be amazing, right? And then you get to draw a card too. So I'm super pumped. I will be playing. I already know I'm going to be playing Black Yellow Blackbeard in this next set. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yotsugi, this Blackbeard is gonna be fantastic. I'm excited about it. They've come out with some of the cards. I know that they still have to come out with quite a bit more. And as we get closer, I'm trying to think. I think maybe in May, the next set is coming out, because I'm trying to think. I think the end of February is when OP-15 came out. I think OP-15 came out at the end of February for the East. So I'd assume it's probably like May when OP-16 comes out, and typically like maybe a couple of weeks before the release date, they actually will release everything. But usually, like, gradually they kind of show things, and so you have a general idea on what all the cards are. You know, probably like maybe 3 weeks to a month out. Black Rope Dragon Twister. Alvida. I don't have many Alvidas actually. The mangas are pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. The mangas are pretty dope, but they're not gonna be my chase. They look really cool. They look really cool, and that purple navy looks amazing. What is the leader? Is it Sengoku? I can't remember who the Navy Admiral leader is, or whoever the hell that is. I think it's Sengoku. And they have Luffy again. Like, obviously Luffy is the hero of blah blah blah, but it's like OP. They just had too many Luffys. They've had too many Luffys recently. Maybe they weren't coming out with Luffys enough, so they're making up for it or something. But it's just like, damn. They did a starter deck 29 Luffy. They did then they went right back to back to another yellow Luffy and OP-15. Now OP-16 is gonna have a Luffy leader. Let me see, OP-14. No, OP-14 was the Warlords. So he didn't have one there. Okay, but OP-14 had EBO4 in it. And I guess EBO4 only had the what the hell is her name? EBO4 had the Bonnie in it, which came out in OP-15. So, Light Tuning Beast Kaiten, Helmeppo. Actually, this feels like okay, I will take both of these, because these are actually, I was just about to say that Helmeppo, I still think, I think I just got my playset of him, and I'd like to keep a playset +1, so whenever I take my cards out for the playset, I still have an extra copy of that card. And then I don't even have a playset of these Namis. I think I have like 2 of these Namis, which is wild. God, they need to come out. I would like them to come out with a green or black Straw Hat Searcher that isn't... Hold on, I'm trying to think. Green or black Straw Hat Searcher that isn't Nami. Because in Brook, Nami is an extremely important card. It's really shocking to me there's no black Straw Hat Searcher yet. It's really, really surprising. Let me see, there's been black Luffy, yellow black Luffy, and then purple black Luffy. And there's not been any black searchers. But I guess it's only been Luffy. I'm trying to think, there's been no Zoro, no Nami. Oh, speak of the devil. Sengoku. Yep. Nico. Jin. Womp womp. I think I need him though, actually. I think I may have 2 of the Jins. Sipping on gin and juice. Purrin, Chinjiao. It's so funny, like when you first go through a set, like when I'm opening boxes and stuff like that, and I'm like reading every single card, and even though like, because I typically follow very closely the new cards from the sets that are coming out, because again they get kind of like spoiled or whatever you want to call it over the weeks leading up to the actual release, so you typically can see the cards, whatever. But when I actually sit down and I open a box for the first time, and we go through the cards and we're reading each one and we're looking at the artwork and all that stuff for the first time, like in person, everything feels like I've never seen any of the cards before. Like there are just a few of them, like some of the standout cards, right? Like maybe the leaders, things like I've seen over and over again, and maybe the secret rares, that kind of thing. But typically, like when we go through and when we look at the new set, everything just feels so brand new, and it just feels like a whole new world type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you open like a couple boxes and a ton of blisters and stuff like that, and you go to the pre-release events, and now it's just kind of like they just feel so normal now, right? When, you know, just 2 weeks ago it was just like, wow, this card. Even like these Jangos, which the Jangos are going crazy for some reason. Yeah, the Jangos just go crazy. Rouge, another Alvida. Now Bartolomeo. Is the first pack the only pack with a hit? Now we got an SP in one of these. We got an SP in one of these three. Which one will it be? You tell me. Alright, Koala, Goro, Moji. So I think it was Goro was the one that I was looking at. Maybe it was something else. The one that where I looked and noticed, wait a minute. The next card, no, it was in the M's. It was in the M's because I was about halfway through. I can't remember what the hell it was. But when I looked at the price for the cards, and I was like, wait a minute, the cheapest one is fucking what? Other than this one is fucking 8 cents. Okay, we'll sell it for 5 cents. It'll still be the cheapest. It's an order. Do not defy me. Ooh, a Krieg. I needed that. Man, this is I got a Krieg deck coming along here. I think the gens. God, this gen is so trash for I think what makes him like a super rare, like this does not feel super rare. Like if we read this, what the hell is this? I'm pretty sure that they have like different like criteria for what makes a card like a rare versus an uncommon versus a super rare. And so like these cards are very similar, right? This one even does less, right? So 6 costs 7. This is a 7 cost 7, so it costs 1 more. Okay. Both 1k counters. On play, if your leader has the East Blue, so it's type locked. On play, you may add 1 card from the top of your life cards to the top of your hand. Okay, whatever. If your leader has the Straw Hat Crew, add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. So whatever here, right? That's pretty much a wash on that. Then play up to 1 Sky Island type character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. This gen, on play, if your leader has the East Blue, play up to 1 character card with the cost of 5 less. So this one is 1 cost cheaper. And there isn't, honestly, over here with this Nico Robin, I don't really see this. You may add 1 card from the top of your life cards to the hand because you're replacing that. So it's just like you're drawing a card, basically, which is even crazier, right? You're drawing a card. So you on play, draw a card, basically. So on play, draw a card, and then play a Sky Island type character. But the gen, there's no, there's no sort of stipulation on the type of character that you can play. It just has to be 5 costs or less. But the leader's the same. So it's just like, honestly, the Nico Robin feels better. The Nico Robin feels much better because, okay, you have to play a Sky Island character. Who gives a shit? you're going to be playing in the Sky Island deck anyways, because your leader has to be Straw Hat Crew. Or, well, I guess that doesn't really matter, but you could play this here. But with the Djinn, your leader has to be the East Blue. I'm fairly certain, I'm like 99% certain, there's only one leader that has the East Blue that's red right now, and that's Krieg. So you're going to be playing East Blue shit. So it just, I don't know. I just don't like some of the super rares sometimes. I just don't understand the rarity. Like, that feels like a rare card. That feels like a rare card to me. But I'm sure that they have like data points that they use, and they're like, okay, well, you know, this is a 6 cost 7K, and there's no, you know, and there's no stipulation on the blah blah blah. So this equals a certain amount of points. So that means it's going to be a super rare, blah 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 type shit. All right, Lola. Huh. Fuza. Kabaji. Kuma. Another Brook. Come on, let's get some good Brook shit. Come on. Come on. Distorted Future. Popular card. We got another Krieg. Man. Where's my other Krieg at? Alright. Well, we have gotten 3. I did say that we were going to be getting some. We got the crappy hits out of the way, so we got 3 super rares and so 7 packs open so far, 3 super rares and an alt art Sanji, so not too bad. So at least half of them will be quote unquote hits, right? We'll call the super rares hits, even though we've gotten 2 Kriegs and a Djinn. So probably the worst super rares out of all the super rares. But, you know, it'd be like that. Sentomaru. Nico Robin. Orlumbus. Happy Orlumbus Day. Alright, last pack. Smoker and Tashigi. I think I need those, though. I think I need the Smoker and Tashigis. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, so we will take a look at the lone hit of the stream, the Sanji. This isn't bad. This actually looks really good. And I'm pretty sure this is the first one I have. Looks good. I thought I was going to get an SP, but sometimes you don't get an SP. Alright, so let's take a look at TCG Player. Maybe. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, what page are we on? Page 1. Viola. Oh man, I sold my Violas for $1.50. Damn it. Should have sold it for $2. So this was the Zoro that I pulled the other day. It was my second one. It was only my second one. And now still going crazy. Monkey D. Luffy still going crazy. I did put up one Borsalino because I pulled 5 of them, which is crazy because I start off with 0 and then open a couple of so I guess I could have mentioned these. I think maybe I've opened a couple of them from some of the from those blister packs that I've been opening like off stream or whatever. So I think I have a total of 5. Well, I have a total of 4 now because I'm pretty sure someone bought one for like $30. And again, like I said, I really do like having the 5 of a specific card, but you know, here's my rationale. These cards are going to go down. They're going to go down at some point in the future. Right now it's $30. It's super expensive, whatever, but it's going to go down. And when it gets down to, if I sell one for $30, you know, sell 2 for $60 total. Then when it gets down to, you know, $5 to $10, I can buy one and still be, you know, net positive. That's how I think about it. Yeah, I do not. This makes a lot of sense. These cards were popular anyways, but Nami just won like think they're regionals. I think they're still called regionals over in France. Nami just won it, and I think that was yesterday. So I was watching the vast majority of it, and I didn't watch the final game just because I ran out of time and didn't go back and watch it, and I just saw the final results earlier today. But yeah, Nami won, so you'll probably start seeing like a lot of Nami stuff. Like these 4 cards right here are all ran in Nami. Yeah, the Borsellino, Newgate, Nami, and then this Dr. Hogback, because they obviously run it with Thriller Bark. Borsellino, Zeus. Oh man, this is my card. This is the card that I really want from OP-15. But I'm not gonna lie, the Whitebeard that I actually pulled was definitely a close second. I didn't even know that was one of the SPs. The Whitebeard, obviously, you know, you can tell an SP is an SP, but I didn't even realize that. I hadn't looked at the SP, so I didn't really know what all the SPs were. And I pulled that Whitebeard, and it just looked so magnifique. This Lightning Dragon looks good. Treasure Rare Zoro. Man, I should have sold those Nico Robins when they were $50. Yeah, I should have sold these when they were 50. Electrical Luna still doing pretty darn good. This is actually funny because this Luffy was like $80. I pulled this at my pre-release event, and I know it's just, you know, I can't remember the actual term for it, but it's just like a bias when you think a certain place has like luck or whatever. But there's one of my shops that I go to every single pre-release. I pull a hit there. I pull a hit there every single time, and I'm not even kidding. Like OP-12, I pulled a ton for OP-12. Like I pulled a what the hell did I pull? I think this was from my box though. I pulled the secret rare. I was still there. This is when I wasn't opening packs at home or whatever. But I opened up a secret rare Jewelry Bonnie, the blocker, and then for my packs, I hit 2 hits. I hit, what the hell did I hit? Did I hit another Bonnie? Maybe I hit a Bonnie and a Sanji, the alt Sanji leader. I hit that and something else. Maybe it was the boa, or not the boa, but the Jewelry Bonnie. I can't remember, but I hit 2. I remember that I hit 2 hits there. OP-13. I don't remember what I hit for OP-13. What the hell did I hit for OP-13? I know I had a hit for OP-13. I don't remember what the hell it was. OP-14. Maybe I didn't have a hit for OP-13, but I'm fairly certain that I did. OP-14, I hit, man, that was another one. I hit 3 hits. I hit the alt Jinbei leader, the alt Jinbei character, and then the Arlong. I hit all 3 of those. And then OP-15, I hit this Monkey D. Luffy, which was going for like $80 or whatever. Now it's up to 120. Oh, Brooke, you look so good. Tonami. Mihawk, man, Mihawk was going for 20 bucks. I was sure Mihawk was gonna stay 20 bucks forever. I was sure Mihawk was always gonna stay $20 damn. Set up to 4 of your Dawn cards is active. Then you cannot play character cards with the base cost of 7 or more during this turn. See, I'm always thinking about what to do with my. I'm thinking maybe I can put this in Brook, man. 4 cost 8,000 power blocker. I mean, it is a brick, which sucks. But shit, you can play this. Oh my god, what a turn. It's your 10 Dawn turn. Just imagine this. It's your 10 Dawn turn. You play this. You restand 4 Dawn. You have 6 Dawn left. You play the secret rare Luffy. You restand 4 Dawn, and then you play a blocker or something like that. So you play 3 characters. Oh my god, how much Dawn is that? That's 14. That's 18 Dawn. Used 18 Dawn in 1 turn. Golly. Because this one says you can't play a character with a base of, that is nuts. That is absolutely crazy. I'm trying to think of how I can fit this Mihawk in there. Maybe I take out the Beppos. Maybe I take out the Law and Beppos. Yeah. Because this isn't going to be something that I want to play all the time, right? But when it comes to it, and it's a big body, Law and Beppo is bigger though. Law and Beppo is 11. Plus it rests something. And it rests it for the turn. Plus it makes you me a 9k leader. I don't know. I'm trying to sitting here. Let's see. I might have to experiment with that a little bit. Just a little bit. The Popeyes One Piece collab. Yeah, they started that today. I saw that they were gonna start it like a week ago or so. And I was kind of scrolling through some social media today, and it popped up that, you know, it was starting today or whatever, and this was like at 4 or 5 o'clock or some shit like that, when it was, you know, obviously later in the day. And the one that I saw was like, it was in Chicago or something, and there's like 400 people in line or some shit like that. I'm like, I don't care. I do not care that much. I don't need to go see that shit. Did you buy it in... Oh, you said you traded for it, didn't you? For the Brook Leader, Yotsugi? Sanjin putting up to $20. It's so funny to see the fluctuations. See, here's the Gum Gum Giant. $6.92. Yeah, this would... So typically for like 9s and stuff like that, they would typically go for... the market price. Girls going back up. It's about 20 bucks. Okay, this is the super rare Nico Robin. I thought for whatever reason, I was thinking this was the rare Nico Robin that we just looked at. Got this Divine Departure. This isn't the, oh, this is the regular, I was thinking this was the this shit is $7. Jeez. Man, I was thinking about buying this. I was thinking it was potentially going to go down. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was under like, it's funny because I was pretty sure it was under, hold on. When did this come out? Yeah, it was, yeah, $75. It just kind of shot up. Yeah, I should have got me at least one when it was $70. I knew I should have got one. Fuck, I'm so mad at myself. I just need to start buying fucking everything. Like, especially this like the special stuff. I keep telling myself I'm gonna do that, and then I just never do because I'm stupid. But yeah, this was one of the ones where I was like, I just need to buy it when it was like 70 bucks. I was like, do I want to pay 70 for it? It's probably gonna go down. And no, it's not gonna go down, Eric. Nothing goes down. Everything is always more expensive all the time. You should know that. Except for these winter girls. God. These things. I should buy some more. I'm not, so don't get me wrong. I should buy some more. So I have 3 of them total. 2 of them are graded. One's a 10, one's a 9.5, and then I have another one that I think I just sent. Yeah, I just sent maybe a couple weeks ago. Ooh, this Alt Rebecca's going up. I have this one as well. I really want these Red Bull Don cards. I really want them. Ooh, they look dope. And I think the double Don is going for like $120 or something. Actually, the last time I saw it was like maybe a week or 2 ago. So I don't know what it is now, but probably still $120 or maybe higher. Man, Sabo's $3. $3 for Polo Sabo. I want to get really good at I need to start getting into some of the like tournaments and stuff. I really don't follow it or pay any close attention to it, so obviously I'm not going to be able to do that, but I need to look into that a little bit more. Jewelry Bonnie. These Zoros are still going crazy, absolutely nuts. Why? Like, I mean, it's not that bad, right? It's a 4 cost 5K or 4 cost 4,000 counter, so it can swing potentially. This 1 Don investment. It's a blocker. It can't be rested. Well, it can be, but you can rest something else instead. So, Nico Robico. My new gate, dude. Oh, I cannot wait. This card is coming back in my next, well, I'm assuming it's going to be my next batch of cards that are coming back. But this card is included in that batch. Oh, my goodness. I cannot wait for this card to come back. It's going to come back like a 7 or something. Like, that's my luck, I guess. I need it to be a black label. Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy D. Monkey. Can't wait till You'll Frighten Me. This card won't be coming back for a couple months, though. I just sent that off because I just got that one in March. So I sent it off in March. So that one's probably not going to come back until June at the earliest. Ground Death is back up. Holy shit, $5. I really kind of want some of these Dons, I'm not going to lie. Maybe one. Krieg. Boa. Just going down. But Sabo's not too bad. Not too shabby. My Monkey D. Luffy. 1,700. It's only a 9. I should genuinely sell this Luffy. I really should. Let me see what's the lowest. Moderately played foil, lightly played foil. What does that mean? What did you do to the card? Where is it messed up at? Small issues, see picture. I don't see what you're talking about. I mean, I see this right here, maybe. Yeah, there's this little defect here. Maybe one here. Yeah, it's crazy that I pulled this. Absolutely nuts. But I don't see what's going on with this card. Whatever, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not buying one of those. Yeah, I really should sell this and just buy some other things. Cause it's a 9. Ugh. This boa's a 9. Oh my god, this boa is 0.5 away from being a fucking 10. Zoro Joro. Oh my god. Double Don's freaking $300. That is nuts. Was this the SP from this set? If one is really $80, okay, that's what I thought. This is probably Japanese. Okay. 130. I was gonna say, if one is really $80, I might just buy that thing right now. All right, we're gonna look at eBay now. Let's look at some Bay of E, and then we'll call it a night. I gotta go to bed. I have not been sleeping. Holy shit. Man, that just must be nice. God. I can see his hands shaking in the video or in the picture. It looks like his hands are sweating. Look at his crap all in the background. $6,500. Black Label Boa. Ghost Heart. Is this the same person? Oh, okay, I was about to say, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Oh, Yotsugi, you said you traded. The Nami blocker. Which Nami blocker are you talking about? Are you talking about the 4 cost 2K? The one that rests 2 things? Ground Death is crazy. Yeah, that Sabo SP, man. That's why I peeped it. I was like, hold on. Is this thing $80? Because I will buy one for $80. I don't want to buy the Japanese ones, but if it was an English one, because sometimes people are just trying to get rid of shit. They're just like, I'm gonna put some shit out here. Somebody will buy it, and you can kind of like stumble across a really good deal that way. But yeah, I haven't. Oh, you have one? So PSA 9. I'm assuming you meant PSA 9, and that card was 4,000. Yeah. I don't know which one we were looking at, but yeah, it's some of these things get crazy. I think we were looking at a Black Label. I think those are the ones that I clicked on. Just Probsteins. Fuck these guys. For no reason. I don't know. It's annoying when they just fucking, there's all their shit in a row. All their shit in a fucking row. Blah, blah, fucking blah. 132 for one of these Zoros. I have one of these getting graded. Mm, 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 mm. 112 for these girls. Damn it. I think these will probably go up a lot, like in the future. I've always said that. But who knows? Shit, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe they won't. But I think they will. 305 for Shanks. That's not bad, but I definitely think that this card has way more potential than just $300. I have two of them that are being graded right now, and it should have came back. I don't know if you guys remember when I opened the Jinx, which was a 9.5. God damn it! I opened that. That went in the same order as these two and a gold Shanks Dawn. Those all went down in the same order, but I had gotten the Shanks Dawn and then these two SP Shanks. I got those signed by the English voice actor because he was here like a few months ago or whatever. So I got those signed, and then I sent them all in at the same time. And there's a whole nother process that has to go through when there's a signature on it. Like they have to grade the signature, then they have to grade the card, and blah blah blah. So 2 months went by, and they're like, oh, we have to take this one out of the queue and move it over here if you want to get the autographs graded and shit like that. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get all that stuff graded, and then it just basically restarted the entire process when I moved them over to this new fucking queue, which is super annoying. So it's gonna take like double the time. But so I have two of these that are signed. This card looks amazing. It's probably my favorite looking card that I've pulled at all. It just looks so good. And I don't know, that Newgate is giving it a run for its money. That Newgate looks crazy. But yeah, they're signed, and I have the gold down, so I'm pumped about that. But I think that this card has a opportunity to go up. Is this? Oh, okay, this is older now. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? I have one of these that I just got back. What is this? Right, I think mine was it has to have been a 9.5. I think I'm gonna be bad at selling my slabs. I think I'm gonna be real bad at it because, in my opinion, like if something is in the 4 categories, if it's a 10, 10, 9.5, 9.5, that's a fucking PSA 10. That is easily a PSA 10. It is 0.5 off from being a 10 at Beckett. And so I'm like, I'm not selling them for anything less than than what a PSA 10 is selling for those cards. And some of them, it really is hit or miss. Some of the cards are very, very close. They're pretty spot on, the PSA 10s and the Beckett 9.5s. But some of them lately I've been noticing are selling for like, I don't want to call it a lot less, but they're selling for less. And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to sell my 9.5 for less than what this one sold for. You know what I'm saying? And if nobody want to buy it, then nobody's going to buy that motherfucker. I'm just going to be, that's why I said I'm going to be sucky at selling them motherfuckers. Wow, this regular Ace Sabo and Luffy sold for 135 and the alt sold for 157. That is crazy. What? Oh, okay, it's Japanese. I was like, there's no way this Nami sold for fucking. I was like, because this Nami is selling for over $100 by itself, and it's a 10, a Beckett 10. Cross skilled for 500. No, you can probably get more for that. 152. I have my Zoro posted for 300 right now. The one, so I have sold one. I did sell one like right when I got them. I posted them. I posted them pretty much back to back, and I sold one for 250. I want to say. And then the next one right after, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy, see what happens. I posted it for 300, and it hasn't sold yet. Which again, something that's nice is like I don't need to feed my family off of these cards and things like that. So it's like one of those things where I'm like, okay, if I want to put it at this price, if people don't want to buy it, that's okay, right? I'm not needing these for anything extremely important. So if it doesn't sell for 300, again, I was pushing the boundaries, testing the limits and whatnot. But once it comes down, I'll probably list it again I'll relist it for like 250 or so. We'll see. Another 150, 150. 280. Ugh. Somebody bought this Winter Kuma for $100. Well, y'all really be wilding for these cards, for sure. This did not get sold for $500. There's 0% chance. I'll have to look that up. Okay, this ain't too bad. I'll put I have a Kobe that should be coming back here, a Winter Kobe. Did I send that Winter Kobe off already? Oh no, I got it back. It was a 9.5. I did get this Winter Kobe back already. Bet you that can go for 100, about 100 maybe. Okay, we'll finish this page and I'm gonna go to bed. Holy shit. 14,000. Oh, this is a winter one. I was wondering what the hell was going on. Let me look at this real quick. Does that say? Where it doesn't say winner on here. Oh, it says top prize. Maybe there's something on here I'm not seeing. Look at this. This motherfucker was like, hey, I'm gonna go on a picnic with it. Yeah, this is getting real. It's getting real intimate with me and my card here. He was like, look, I'm taking it on a date. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. This one isn't even the winner, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a winner. That's a winner. $2,500. See, for my 9, I should be able to get 2,000 for my 9. This one just sold for 25. $95. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. It was a pretty good stream. Like sometimes I just need to recharge my battery, you know what I'm saying? And not stream for a couple of days. And then when I come back, I got some more energy and we can do, you know, I can do like an hour and 20-minute stream and like not feel like super burnt out. I'm obviously tired because it's late or whatever, but sometimes I'm streaming, I'm just kind of like, I want to get it over with. I want to stream in 40 minutes. I don't want to do a lot of talking. I don't want to do sometimes I just, you know, it just runs my battery down when I do it. But I felt pretty good about today's stream. We did get a hit, which is nice. Tomorrow I'll probably bust open a box. What box? Probably one of these boxes. We'll open a couple of packs from there. Probably won't do too many. Maybe I'll do 4s. I'll break it down in 4s. That'll give me what, 8 days? 8 days out of a box. If I combine that with maybe something else, maybe I'll open a Riftbound box. We'll do half and half. We'll see. But anywho, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I'm grateful like always. And until next time, good luck on your hits. I'm trying like new catchphrases and stuff like that. Good luck on your hits. I really like doing that one because, you know, we're here for cards and you guys open cards. Most of you, I'm sure, open cards or whatever. So I'm really digging good luck on your hits. But anyways, peace out, guys. Good luck on your hits.